me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much longer do you think Baishu's gonna nap for?
They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep.
Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it would be like dying.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just...
Who's talking behind our backs again?
Ah! Baishu! Changsheng!
Are you both okay?
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need...
I made an error in my initial, and as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
What? You mean, even if...
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition.
What? Does it mean like they're to poison to help him?
Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs. Though it was created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
That's why Jiang did it.
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to... Moreover, the
Sounds
longer
like
he relied upon this
a
medicine,
hole.
the more resistant his body became to it.
Sure.
Jiang Li had to concoct ever
What's it
greater
called?
quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any moment.
Yeah, so it's like what is it called? I don't know the phrase. It's like doing something that's good for one thing, but then you just create more problem.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jialiang's life, Jiang Li has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
It sounds like the Yunjin story quest.
I never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Fate.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiang Li is. Her regular exposure to God remains over such and given that she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
How's that? Oh no, he's listening.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baiju.
We have no secrets in this place. This is so bad. You should talk in a room or something.
It's Jiao Liang!
Dr. Baiju, please let. You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiang Li's sake. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll...
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
No! We're out of time! We have to go now, before I forget everything again. This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there... I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her. Very well. Then follow me.
Okay, Huto, what are you even doing? Are you still just wanted to get more business?
Dr. Baiju, are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen, and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. Hop to it now. And remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
Okay. Do you still remember it? Oh, that's a compartment. Wait, what? There's not even anything there.
Everyone?
Okay, Gigi. Let's see.
Take it easy.
Wait, did I claim the daily commission? Did I? Oh yeah, I did. Must have forgotten. So the next day. Oh, and with this story quest, did I get the progress thing? Oh yeah, I do get claim rewards.
It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something in the Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it Jialiang? Can you sense which direction the sword... I think it's... this way. Yes, I'm sure of it.
Is it this close that you can just walk?
I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way. This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
Okay, this is a domain, definitely.
There is an inauspicious presence here. I think I remember this place.
go. Entanglement of pastime. The restless force with Xiaoliang has beckoned him ceaselessly, drawing everyone to this place. Here the stench of evil is growing and the curtain of fate soon to fall. Oh yeah, I need Dendro. And then
There's still so many places for us to explore.
and then Geo. Geo. There any Geo characters? I can just Geo Shield Noel.
As you wish.
Wait. I really wish Genshin added the 5 characters party. That would be so nice in over and exploration. And you could keep the combat in 4 teams, but exploration just 5.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead?
The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old.
A thieves' tunnel? Paimon had...
Judging by the tools they left behind. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she said that the method...
Easy, Jialiang.
She would forget? Why would you even want to save someone if she's just gonna destroy their memory? I don't get people. Oh, I get Baishu, so it's kind of
The doctor will see you.
kind of useless to bring. Maybe. Yeah, it was useless. Snaky shout. It's kind of useless to add Nahida.
I must leave no.
Evil conquering! Worthless! Back here!
And Jin too, since Jin heals and Baiju also heal.
There's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I don't see any dust on service. The burn marks on the inside are still there, so this is reason. I don't think this was left here by treasure hoarder.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, no doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted. After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiang Li. This is where I told Jiang Li to give me the poison.
Xiaoliang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it.
Below? In the ground?
Worthless!
We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Mind the side effects.
Aha! We can keep going now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
What is this?
Steady as
Oh no, I cannot do anything to it. That looks so ominous. Oh no, puzzle. Okay, so just press and then it'll activate. I will create the door. Okay, got it.
Someone needs assistance.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I swear by my sword.
No, I don't have anyone that does damage. Oh, there's another one.
This may hurt a little.
Leave it all to me.
Mind the side effects. A bitter pill
Oh,
to swallow.
there's two
Remember,
stacks. I didn't
health
know
comes
that.
first.
Barbados, guide us.
You shall ult and then nice. Ooh. Ah, I have to like I have to like face in that direction. Got it. I can activate. No. Okay, it seems that's it. Okay, then there's only this direction. Oh no. Can I cancel, please? That direction. Then goes here. Activate. Let's go. Oh, that is just a chest. We cannot activate. Why can I activate that one?
Mind the side effects.
Do I need to? Oh, do I need to enable that one by this? Will that get enabled? Oh, okay. Oh, it like what is it called? It triples.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Another chest, nice. That looks like a final boss.
Zhongli!
Look out! There's a
Where is
monster
he?
next to her.
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Okay. Should be pretty easy.
I see everything. Make yourselves a move. Forest blood.
Have to shoot. Okay, so the G is on.
Worthless. Here.
Nice.
Dr. Baiju, how serious is it?
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave.
All that's important is
The god
still alive.
remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
What are we waiting for?
How do we even do that?
It's not as simple as that. The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect.
And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working,
So it's like a condition. Oh, okay, so it's a pick one situation.
oh no.
Indeed. If the god remains...
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baiju, you're a great doctor! Surely you've got it!
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli,
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baiju, give it to me straight.
the god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art,
You can think about that again. Oh, the price is gonna.
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baiju, I'm all too aware of the dangers if I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance. Not only would Jiangli have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family.
That is pretty noble for you.
I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiangli back, then even if I,
Jialiang.
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life.
This is messed up.
Traveler, Dr. Baiju.
of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that...
Jialiang. Baiju, Changsheng. Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiangli will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiangli would not have had to resort to unnatural methods.
What a crazy situation. Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now, Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiangli.
All we can do right now is honor Xia Liang's
What's the
decision
point
and
of
bear
it
witness.
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
That must be the hard part of being a doctor.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end.
In real life even.
That's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
I would have thought that doctors just grown out of it. Like, yeah, they're used to it. But maybe it's not this what I thought.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of them, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once I was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. So, I know that you'll... I've said my goodbyes.
As you wish.
Dendro? Why would it be Dendro power? Just for convenience, I guess.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories.
Ah, farewell.
And you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch how you grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
This is painful to watch. Can I just skip this?
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, Nothing will happen to our family.
And for Ayu, it's so sad.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have.
That is a quote that I need to remember.
Oh, how I would love to hear.
Why is Genshin always make this sad story here? Where are all the happy parts? Is it just in the fan? We can't just there be like jolly fixing everything like usual and saving everybody. This is a world with magics and they can not save a heart attack. Don't screw me with this happy music. It really doesn't fit. What? There's another quest? Okay, no. I have to... Why is it? I should have not. Why would I should have not like started this Shanyon story, guys? Because now I'm locked out of it. It's just great.
Add Astro. Thank you for
Okay, let's see Shanyon's. Where's on Aochang? Do I have to mix it like this? Can we just not? Huishin? Where is Huishin? Wait. Oh, here. I kind of forgot where the mountains are because of Chenyu Vale. The new map is just confusing. I'm really not used to having something there. Oh, she just shows up in her human form like that. I thought it'd be some introduction to it.
And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all.
Actually, I just remembered the Liyue's Archon quest. That, if you know how powerful Rex Lapis Zhongli is in the lore, you wouldn't believe anyone had assassinated him. Like, that's not even a plausible thing. Why would they all believe it?
Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere,
Like
if
all
you
the other
really
time.
want something, we can just use that. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye?
Well, I don't think we've seen her before.
Whoa, what a pretty lady.
Okay, Paimon,
Is
you
she
don't have
also
to
here
sell
visit
it like
Cloud
that.
Retainer?
It seems like she could also be a powerful
Yeah,
adeptus.
you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Who knew you were such a social butterfly, Paimon? Okay.
Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide.
Sometimes I always have Paimon too. I could have someone that just talk for me. Not as annoying as Paimon sounds though.
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
What is that interaction? That is so bad, Paimon. You say everything in a nice even tone.
Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're...
There you go, Cloud Retainer.
Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human!
Why is it so surprising, Paimon? Why is it so surprising, Paimon? All the Adepti has human form.
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the
That's
place.
true, yeah.
In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or...
Exactly. Looks like Cloud Retainer has her reasons. She doesn't want to discuss them too openly. I almost forgot. Paimon brought some gift.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
I mean, she does look really nice.
Well,
Just the outfit is kind of
right?
kind of a miss for me.
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comfort.
The hairpin is nice.
On the contrary,
The outfit
it is
just
the
looks
gesture that one
bland
values
or
above
boring.
all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
Cloud Retainer said this is going to visit some of her disciples.
Right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a...
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
No reason in particular.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that if there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Okay, nice. I'm gonna start this on another episode, but can we continue?
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one talon the number of times she returns to Mount Outsong each year. Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future.
Oh, that must have been splendidly for
They
her.
think one was so easily mollified. One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes, and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
Okay. So it's just lonely living here because Ganyu and Senna are no longer there. Who was it again? It was Yelan and Ganyu.
Who's our target this time?
Ganyu. Where's Ganyu? Here.
Time to begin work?
Okay. Can we do the quest now? No, still? This part of Genshin is really annoying. Like, why would I need to do other quests while I'm on the middle of someone else's quest? It's kind of ruined the immersions a bit. I was always kind of connected to the whole story and then I have to start another one.
We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
She's back there. She didn't come as fast.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
She's shy.
But what?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time.
The last time wouldn't be that
One does
much.
not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Very specific, sure.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Alright then, we'll just pass on your regard, Cloud Retainer.
Oh no.
Oh!
Is that lady someone you...
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule...
Oh, not to worry.
Thank you, Huixin.
Okay, that's Huixin done. Should be able to continue after this.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Sure, the mortal passerby doesn't speak like that. Shanyan.
Seems she's not buying it.
Can you say right to her?
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest.
That's
Though
good.
Adepti blood flows through your veins, it's excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body.
I wonder how much free time the Adepti has, so because they don't really do much, I think. Just stay on the
Still makes
monsters.
one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
That is so cute.
Cloud Retainer! Stop!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. What?
Just got some little reasons to enter with, can you?
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you also... Forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but
Okay, Paimon. What?
perhaps famous?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements.
Paimon has the power of gaslighting. She really is good at gaslighting people.
From this point on, when in public occasions,
Someone should make
be
a
sure
compilation
to
of that.
refer to one as
Just
Shen.
that. I'm just gonna go from this point on when this publication. Okay, Sanyan.
Canyon?
Ah, I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An Adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Honestly, yeah, I did. She never really does do anything powerful. Maybe she's just smart and knows how to make stuff.
Not exactly.
That's totally what Paimon had
To
in
be
mind.
fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today.
Okay, very
The
impressive.
books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were safe.
That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely what one ought, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before.
Ugh, how laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you...
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a lot of questions.
Very. It's like an interview.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
Can imagine then Adaptai Shenhe working at a restaurant.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Shangling. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person.
Huh? But
Can that wait?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own.
of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler?
See you around.
Okay, nice. We're gonna meet Shenhe now.
Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Huh. She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
That would be funny if it is. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back.